The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries. The Professional Fence Company. Our name says it all. No job too big or too small. Nunboys.com. And GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Welcome back. I'm Glenn Young alongside Coach Tom Parrish. This is the Coaches Show brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Professional Fence Company, Nunboys.com, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Coach, finishing up the Ask the Coach segment, when it comes to hitting, and we go back to hit day, coming forward, do you feel like you should have done more, less, just right? Should there have been more ones-on-ones, more competition? What are your thoughts?
I'm trying to think how we could have. We could have gone full speed, live to the ground every day, but that's a counterproductive tactic. The state actually limits you to now 60 minutes of full contact.
Right.
And with that in mind, I think with the evolution of the game, and we hit on a day-to-day basis, we were full gear today. And we try to quick whistle as much as possible in the interest of the health and well-being of our players, because we don't want to physically beat them up before the game. But we work much more on fundamentals, breaking it down, different aspects of it. I think, when you get into the one-on-one situations and you start getting into battles of will and ego, fundamentals and technique kind of goes out the window in those situations. And so we want to control what we do, and at the same time we do have our full contact portions of practice. But different coaches think different ways. I think if you go around the horn in our league, I think you're going to see things the same basically across the board. I don't know how much Coach Castellano or Coach Bailey and them hit. I think they probably actually hit less than we do. Being fundamentally sound is being fundamentally sound. You can't teach fundamentals at full speed.
Right. Well, the thing about it, Coach, we're 0-6, but Scotland, Richmond, our conference is not going to take us lightly, because they know Polk County is not at 0-16. I just got to believe that. And when you talk about last Saturday, when you saw the Clemson and Notre Dame game, Coach Dabo Sweeney, one of the things he told his players was BYOG, bring your own guts. That's one of the things I always talk about. You can't teach guts, heart, and desire. You hope your kids have it, but that's something that's only going to show up at game time or on the film.
It is.
What's been your thoughts to the kids this week as we start the conference play?
Basically what you just said. Gut check time, getting it in gear. This is the perfect time for us to do this. If you truly desire winning, we got to work towards that goal, and we got to make sure that we earn what we desire. It's funny because Coach Castellano actually called me yesterday morning, and we talked for about 30 minutes, and he made the same comment that you just made. He said, Coach, y'all are not a 0-6 football team.
Yeah.
And I said, well, Coach, we may not be. I said, we may not be. I said, but I got a newsflash for you. We're 0-6.
Yeah.
And, and it was nice talking to him, and I think he's a little bit concerned, because I do think that
you feel like he was trying to play possum, try to feel you out to see if he had any surprises for him?
Well, I don't know. I think he talked about the logistics of Friday and wanted to know what they were going to be, where they were going to be sent, and where we were going to have them and everything. And and then we talked. I talked about my team. He talked about his team, and and I just told him. I said, same thing, and he agreed with me. He said, y'all make the most amazing mistakes at the most bizarre times.
It's been something.
And I told him, I said, Coach, I said, you can't make it up. You
No.
can't,
He wouldn't believe if he didn't see the film.
I watch it sometimes and I think to myself, wow, I couldn't have scripted a better mistake
No.
for this situation.
I mean, you think a couple of plays to the left or right, we're in there in the Rocky Mount game, you're in there in the Southview game. I mean, but unfortunately, it just is what it is. So now as you go forward, you got to play it out, You have all the rankings you want, but you got to play it out. And now as you look down the road, tomorrow night be your last practice. You go out in shorts, helmet, and Richmond are rolling here on Friday. What's going to be your thoughts to the kids? What's going to be your last thoughts, you think, going out there to them?
It's gonna be the thing that we've harped on all week long. Execute well, be focused. Everything that you do hinges on the effort that you put forth for the guy beside you, the guy behind you, the guy in front of you. We gotta be in this together. We gotta play well together. We all gotta desire the same things, and we gotta work towards acquisition of that same desire.
Well, not to be undone, Coach, we left about last week, but we still got it here. Players of the week for week 6. Starting with the offense, you had Montrell Douglas. Number 6 wide receiver, caught that big pass down the sideline. A grinder for the whole season on defense, Donovan Word.
No doubt about it.
You hate to see any of the kids go through it, but when you look out there and you see that's one of the players we've been talking through all season, NCAA qualifier. You got to stress him that he's playing for the next level as well. Regardless, you got to play out these next 5 weeks. But there's going to be a lot of college coaches coming here just based on who we play. There's going to be sitting in the stands and say, hey, they're going to come and do that check on learning of the kid that they recruited from Scotland or Richmond. And they're going to look, who's that guy?
Well, and the beauty of it is, playing out the next 5, the goal is to play out the next 5 in a way that hopefully guarantees us 6th.
Right.
And that starts this week. We talked about that.
Playoffs is still a possibility.
It's still a possibility. If we run the table and win the conference, we're in the playoffs as a number 1 seed with a 5-6 record.
And if you're a senior, you got to think about the legacy that you're going to leave.
That's correct.
This is your last 5 weeks of high school football.
What do you want to be known for?
Exactly. What do you want to be known for? Special teams. Devon Carroll. That's the second time we called him up on the list. He's playing well.
He's become a special teams dean. He's seeing a little time at outside linebacker, a committed guy, one of our Sandhope early college students.
Yes. And that's always a tough program when you get this is like your second or third player, I believe, from Sandy Hope. Antonio Peterkin last year, quarterback. And you got to wonder if he plays a year or 2 earlier, how much better would he have been?
Absolutely.
But with the Sandy Hope program, is that working out well? Because the kids are going to graduate with an associate's degree and a high school diploma.
Well, they can. It depends on the track that they go through. They can graduate without the associates. They can stay and they can get it. I don't think Antonio finished with the associates because he had the opportunity to take that football scholarship.
Well, there you go.
He could.
So if they have the associate, they can't accept the football scholarship.
Well, if they're going to stay, scholarships. Unless somebody's going to say, well, you don't have to take it this year. We'll hold it for you until next year. That's the likelihood of that happening. It's not really good.
I'm with you now. Well, Coach, that's going to do it. Richmond County coming in here on Friday night. JV game tomorrow night. We'll travel to Richmond County for the JV game. They'll be pulling out here probably about 4.
I've looked at the schedule. I think it's probably about 4:30 maybe.
Kickoff is at 7 o'clock at Richmond County for the JVs. And then Friday night, 7:30, Raz Archery Stadium, the Richmond Raiders come into town. And we're going to get it on. Conference play, the SEC, one of the toughest conferences in the state. Some of the best football in the state that you're ever going to see.
We'll have some fun.
Coach Parrish, thanks again as always. We'll see you next week. Tomorrow I'll see you on the What's Happening Hoke Show. I'm Glenn Young for Hal Nunn, who's ill. Hopefully he'll get a little bit better and be able to go on the show tomorrow. For Coach Tom Parrish, for Highway 55, Scotland County tennis team. Yeah, all right. Yeah, they won tonight against Hope County. How about that sorry football team you got?
He said that.
We got them right where we want them.
He said that.
We want Scotland County to come there ranked number 1, and we want to break your heart.
Okay.
Not going to happen. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave them alone. I'm Glenn Young. We'll see you next week.